So I told y'all I was going to go down the rabbit hole about Mr. Cameron Sexton in Crossville in the sundown town. And y'all want to know what I found? First off, this is just an honorable mention. Apparently, Mr. Cameron has a third mistress. This gentleman sent an email to Tennessee Holla on yesterday morning wanting to let him know that Mr. Sexton has been in an extramarital relationship for 3 years with a legislative staffer. Now I see why they are calling him Cameron Sexton on Twitter. But let's get into Crossville. Now, besides the fact that Crossville has a general store that tourists like to stop in and shop at, that hosts memorabilia that says black children are alligator bait, that sells white only and colored section signs. And one tourist even said it had memorabilia calling black people the N-word. Y'all want to guess where white nationalists hold their annual conference? Crossville, Tennessee. According to the Tennessean, this group started holding their annual conferences in Crossville, Tennessee in 2017. And according to the group, Tennessee is the perfect place for their conference. As you can see, they've been kicked out of everywhere else except for Crossville. The group initially held their conferences in private venues in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, but they were kicked out. But Crossville said, come on, because according to Crossville constituents, it ain't racist. And according to Cameron Sexton, who knows? Maybe some of us will be slaves one day, said Sexton, who is white, without explaining what he was referring to. Laws change, he said. Now, I don't know who Jerry Sexton is, if he's kin to Cameron Sexton, but he also believes that supporting the bust of the KKK founder is not racist. Now, when Speaker Cameron Sexton is not living in sundown Crossville, he's in Nashville trying to convince the Tennessee GOP to not take federal education funding. Why would he be doing that? Well, according to Speaker Sexton, there's a gazillion restrictions that he doesn't like that comes with accepting federal funding for education, like culture wars related to the curriculum, whether transgender students should be allowed to use the bathrooms or play sports. Accepting state federal funding also restricts them from prohibiting teaching of certain concepts related to race and sex in the classroom. It also would allow them to discriminate against children with disabilities. Now today, parts of the Williamson County, Tennessee GOP resigned because of some fraudulent activity in the state GOP. And this man, Tracy Miller, is an unindicated co-conspirator in a case that defrauded the military healthcare program out of $7 million. He's currently running for Williamson County chair.